and the wheels keep on rolling. So pretty much what I'm doing with this video today is doing a before and after. Would just like to show you guys the ESC with the brushless motor that I had before, and then pretty much go into the new ESC with the new brushless motor. That would be the 3660 42 kV motor, and also the this one here, the Surpass. If any one of you guys remember, I was mentioning to you that this motor here and ESC combo was recommended to me by these couple guys who I met about a couple months ago, actually, who also have Slashes, a couple Savages, and also Red Cats. And like I mentioned before, they are running the ESC setup with the brushless motor, the exact same one I have now. And they're running up to like 60, I would like to say 65 miles an hour easy. They're moving pretty quickly, man. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over the brushless motor that I have now. It's a Hobbywing. And I'm going to go ahead and just switch it up to the Surpass Hobby brushless motor. Once again, it will be a 3660 4200 kV. So looking forward to it. Looks pretty good, actually, if I can be honest. I was kind of comparing the quality of this one that I have now, the new one, compared to the one I have installed now. And you can tell a big difference, obviously, in the size, the weight, of course, and the cables, and just the way it feels, just the materials it's made of. You can just tell there's a big difference from what I have now. Don't get me wrong, the other one is really good also, and it runs really strong. But this one came highly recommended, so I'm looking forward to trying this out and see what happens. And once again, this will be with the 120 amp ESC. It'll be a quick run 10BL 120. Once again, this was highly recommended by the guys I was mentioning to you guys earlier. They both have the same setups with the brushless motor and the ESC. As you can see, I haven't really taken out the box. Well, I have taken out the box, but not on video. And to be honest, man, it feels really good in my hands. The size, the weight, everything about it, you can tell is a way better quality ESC than the one I have inside now. The one I have inside the Slash is supposedly a 120 amp ESC, but the size difference and the materials is just it's way much of a difference. You can really tell by the way it's made and the way it looks itself. But once again, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 76 tooth spur, all metallic. I'm going from plastic to metallic, so from what I understand, it should be a lot more durable. It should last a little bit longer, and it shouldn't be wearing out as quick as the plastic ones. So I'm really hoping that's true. And then we're gonna go ahead and pair that off with one of these pinion gears. These go from actually number 29 all the way to 30, 31, 32, and 33. I believe I'm going to go ahead and start with number 33 or 32. I've been watching some videos with some rustlers and a couple other Slashes, and people are running combinations between like 32, 33 teeth pinion, and also like a 76 or a 72 spur. So they're moving pretty quick, and I'm hoping that my combination will move as quick as theirs. If not, I'll be happy with just any type of difference that I see in the run itself. And not to forget, I'm going to go ahead and add the slipper clutch. The slipper eliminator. I've been watching a few videos about these, and it seems like the people who install these into their RCs, well, they have mixed comments, if I can say so. Some say they're good, some say they're not. Some say they're reliable, some say they break parts, but I'm going to go ahead and find out for myself and just go ahead and install. And if it breaks, it breaks. And if it doesn't, we're just going to keep on riding until it does. So I want to go ahead and do that. And I just already have this here. Let me go ahead and just show you guys what I'm working with here now. So pretty much as you can see, I have the Povway 3S LiPo battery, 5200 mAh, 11.1 volt, 50C. If I can be honest, I mean, I do have a couple other LiPo batteries which are 2S Z, and they're really good, but you can tell a big major difference when you go from 2S all the way to 3S LiPo. It just runs way harder and way faster. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and order maybe another or a couple more 3S batteries down the line, because going from 2S to 3S, you can just tell the big difference, and kind of don't want to go back to 2S. I kind of want to go up, if I can say so, to 3, possibly even 4. It all depends. And the last time I was making a video, I mentioned to you guys that I'm going to go ahead and add some other parts. As you can see here at the front, I went ahead and added the metal shocks. Man, it makes a big difference in the way it looks, the appearance. They're a lot more sturdier, a lot more beefier. Wow. When I went ahead and compared these to the plastic ones, the stock shocks, there was just a major difference in size and the way the shock actually feels. I'm not gonna lie, the stock shock does feel a lot, well, softer, if I can say that, use that word. These here, they're not as soft, they're a little more stiffer. But as you can notice, I can go ahead and adjust from the top in here and make them go a little bit shorter. But I'm gonna go ahead and stay higher because I do like the way it gave me more clearance in the front end. In the area that I do live in, there's a lot of rocks, dirt, boulders, etc. So the last thing I want to do is bang on my front end and damage something. But as you can see here, I pretty much have everything is metal in the front. A-arms, tie rods. We have the metallic shocks. All I need now is pretty much the caster block, if I believe that's what it's called. So the front end, until now, it's pretty much where I want it to be. Everything is aluminum. Just like the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it handles. It doesn't have that much play, it doesn't have that much slack. My say so, I can say this now, I notice a big difference in the way it runs, and it does really help. And as a matter of fact, that's why I switched over to one of these servos here, a 30 kg. Why? Because the stock one, it was working, but the other day I flipped over, the tire went to the left, and I think I might have stripped the gear teeth inside the servo, the stock servo, the blue one. So I just went ahead and bought me a metallic servo, which makes a big difference in the way it moves and the way it responds. Is a lot quicker, moves the front tires a lot faster, and I can just notice a way big difference on how it handles and how it works. So yeah. Now we're going to go back to the rear end. Once again, last time I was showing on the video that I went ahead and purchased these axles here at the rear. I went ahead and installed them yesterday, and man, I really do like the way they look. It seems, as of yesterday, I did a short test drive, and it just seems like it burns out a lot more. Well, I want to say it has more response. I don't know if it's me or just me just thinking that it does, but I can just tell a difference, if I can say that. I can just notice the difference in the way it just picks up and the way it was moving yesterday. So I went ahead and added, once again, metallic arms on bottom, the aluminum axles, the rods. I'm not really liking the way the plastic shock looks in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and order another pair. They're like, what, maybe $2 a pair. As you can see, I have the metallic, shock tower. I will need to change this plastic one, but it's kind of hard to find because mine is the updated version with the clips. So it doesn't have the metal pins, it's a clip-on. So to me, it works a lot better. But, you know. Then we're going to go ahead and move over to the motor. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and switch the motor like I was mentioning before. At the moment, I have one fan, a heat sink, and a secondary fan. Well, the fan that came with the heat sink, and I went ahead and added this one on the side. Why? It just seemed like when I was running, it was overheating. It just kind of went out. It will cut off once in a while with the 3S battery. I would have to let it sit for about 2 minutes, and it would just go back to running like normal. So obviously it was overheating, and what I did is I just went ahead and purchased a heat sink with a fan, and then another second fan as well. So right here, obviously is the heat sink, the fan that came with the heat sink, and I went ahead and added this second fan. Damn, I like the way it looks in the back with the metal axles. And yeah. And here's the ESC that I was mentioning earlier. As you can see, it says 120A, but I highly doubt it. It's like about half the size as the other one I have, the new one. So for being 120 amp ESC, there sure is a big difference in weight, material, size, the wires they use, everything. You can just tell there's a cheaper ESC, obviously, because it is. And the other one that I have is just a big difference of night and day. So I'm looking very forward to adding that on there and seeing what happens. So eventually I would like to go ahead and upgrade my wheels and tires. They do have a set on AliExpress, or about 300 pesos. It comes with all four rims and all four tires and also the foam inserts. Only thing I will have to do is pretty much, I believe, just glue them. Never done that before, but obviously if I do buy the tires, I will need to glue them, and that's what I'll end up doing. Just want to kind of do things right. So the reason I was doing this video, guys, is pretty much to share with you what's going on for any of you people out there who are following or are interested or want to know what's going on with the build with the Slash. At the moment, I'm just taking a break. I will be adding the additional parts here maybe in a couple of days or tomorrow. It all depends on how my schedule looks for work and everything else. But at the moment, everything is going well. Everything is looking well. I would like to remind you guys that every part that I add on this Slash comes from AliExpress. This will be a budget build, if I can be honest. All the parts that come on and off the Slash will pretty much come from AliExpress. I might have bought one or two parts from another source, but I don't quite remember. But other than that, everything comes from China. So I'm not complaining. I'm really happy with the price and the way the quality of the parts are now. I've been bashing pretty hard, and so far they've been keeping up, and that nothing has been broken. Knock on wood. But at the moment, I have the Slash pretty much suspended in the air with the little work stand that I bought. I love it. I should have bought that thing a while ago. Every time I wanted to place an order on AliExpress, I will always add it to the cart, but then I'll always take it out, and I'll always add it, and I would just keep doing the same thing, and I finally bought it, and I'm glad I did. I should have bought it a long time ago, but hey, I made a mistake, and now, well, I got it, so it's all good. And until then, just pretty much I'll keep you guys updated. As soon as I do the upgrades with the motor and the ESC and everything else, I will pretty much do a video with the test run and see how fast it goes. I'll be looking for an area where there's a pretty much open, a good amount of streets I can run in and see how fast it goes and see what type of speed it has. And if it doesn't go as fast as I want, then I'll just go ahead and change some pinion gears. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as is and just keep doing it, riding the way it is. Because until now, I'm pretty much satisfied with everything I have. I think I pretty much upgraded everything I could. I'm pretty sure there's more. But until now, everything is good. Everything is looking good. Everything feels good. And I'm looking forward to adding the upgrades here pretty soon, guys. So for any of you who care to check out what's going on later, just keep an eye out for the video. And I will be posting the update soon with the upgraded parts, and we'll see how it runs. Other than that, thank you for stopping by and checking out the video. We'll be checking up on you guys soon later. Thanks.